As we run out of ground in the Yukon, it'd be nice to have had a season or two under our belt and say, okay, here's the score, here's what the ground's like in Alaska. Got to keep your mind on the future, right?
Parker Schnabel has done the impossible. He's opened a sealed vault untouched for centuries. Inside lies $50 million worth of pure gold bars, massive nuggets engraved with mysterious symbols, and ancient relics that challenge everything we know about history. This isn't just treasure. It's a key to forgotten civilizations, hidden knowledge, and secrets that could rewrite the past. But the vault's dangers are real. Deadly traps, strange energy fields, and a powerful artifact that affects the mind itself. As experts race to analyze the find, tensions rise over how to protect this priceless discovery from rivals and exploitation. Parker stands at the crossroads of fortune and responsibility, facing a legacy far bigger than gold, a story that's only just beginning. Before we dive into the unbelievable discovery of Parker Schnabel's sealed vault, filled with $50 million in gold and ancient relics, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Months of relentless excavation had pushed Parker Schnabel and his crew to their limits. Through brutal terrain, scarred by heavy rains and treacherous cave-ins, they chipped away inch by inch, exposing what many believed was just a myth. A massive, ancient vault, buried and sealed by generations of miners and shadowed by lost civilizations. Each grueling day ratcheted up the tension, the air thick with anticipation and the scent of wet earth and sweat. The vault's door loomed ahead, an iron monolith towering over the landscape, rusted but unyielding, its surface a cryptic tapestry of carvings, blending indigenous iconography with mysterious medieval symbols. It wasn't just a door. It was a puzzle, a warning, and a legend all at once. Around the campfire, old-timers whispered tales passed down through decades, stories of cursed gold, traps crafted by secret societies, and treasures so vast they defied reason. Parker stood silently, the weight of history pressing down on him. His mind raced, torn between the crushing burden of the past and a burning excitement for what lay beyond. This wasn't merely a mine, it was a gateway to a forgotten world. The atmosphere crackled like electricity as massive chains groaned and strained under the power of cranes. Dust hung thick in the air, swirling in the harsh floodlights as the first ancient lock clicked, a sharp, final sound echoing like a death knell, signaling decades of mystery ready to unravel. Time seemed to slow as the camera would focus on Parker's face, eyes gleaming with equal parts fear and determination. This moment was more than years of obsession and sacrifice. It was the fragile line where myth met reality. Then, with a final monumental creak, the vault door swung open, releasing a musty breath of air heavy with the scent of centuries. Inside lay a shadowed chamber, vast and cavernous, filled with piles of gleaming gold, raw, unrefined, stacked haphazardly beside carved stone chests and weathered relics coated in layers of dust and mystery. Under flickering lantern light, the gold seemed almost unreal, its glow pulsating softly, throwing warm reflections against the rough stone walls. The metallic scent was sharp and intoxicating, filling the air with a sense of weight, not just physical, but the crushing pressure of history pressing down on every inch of the chamber. The crew moved cautiously, their footsteps muffled, awe and disbelief etched on every face as they navigated this cavernous treasure hoard. Among the gold lay relics from forgotten cultures, ornately decorated ceremonial daggers, mysterious talismans engraved with cryptic inscriptions and chipped pottery shards. Each piece was a puzzle, a whisper of stories lost to time, suggesting the vault held far more than mere riches. The walls themselves told a tale, faded murals depicting unlikely alliances between indigenous tribes and European knights, a theory that could rewrite history itself and ignite fierce debate among scholars. Breaking the silence, Parker's voice was low but resolute. We're not just looking at gold. This is a doorway into a forgotten world, and we have to respect what we've uncovered before it's lost again. As the crew settled in to absorb the enormity of the discovery, flashbacks flickered like a veil over the present, weaving a tapestry of legends and facts. The vault's origin was shrouded in mystery, its story lost to time, but hinted at by fragments of history and folklore alike. Some believed it was constructed by a secretive ancient order, descendants of Templar knights fleeing war-torn Europe, or perhaps a coalition of native tribes fiercely protecting their sacred treasures. Parker's research uncovered conflicting historical documents. Official mining logs spoke cautiously of sealed vaults, while folklore was thick with stories of guardian spirits and eternal watchers set to protect the site. The vault's architecture was a technological marvel for its era. Hidden chambers, layered locks, and traps that combined the strategic genius of medieval fortresses with indigenous ingenuity designed to thwart even the most skilled treasure hunters. Among whispered theories, some suggested the gold might be nothing more than a decoy, a glittering distraction guarding priceless relics, carrying encrypted knowledge or religious artifacts vital to the survival of a lost civilization. Later that night, Parker sat quietly by the campfire, the flickering flames casting shadows on his weathered face. The line between treasure hunter and protector blurred in his mind. This wasn't just a haul, it was a responsibility, a legacy handed down from those who had gone before, and a duty to those yet to come. Every ounce of gold, every mysterious artifact held stories that demanded respect. He felt the crushing weight of history's custodianship pressing down, heavier than the mountain itself. Whatever lay beyond this vault was more than just wealth. It was the key to a forgotten past and possibly the future. The excitement was tempered with caution. The vault had guarded its secrets for centuries, and Parker knew it would not surrender them easily. The gold was just the beginning. Hidden within, possibly, were truths that could rewrite the history books and shake the foundations of what we believed possible. With the vault's mysteries unfolding before him, Parker's journey was far from over. The path ahead was dark, winding, and filled with unknown dangers, but the promise of revelation and fortune beckoned him onward. At dawn, experts gathered around the piles of gold, their faces illuminated by the harsh light of portable lamps as they prepared to conduct a series of on-site assays. The ancient bars, some cracked and corroded by time, still radiated an intense, almost otherworldly glow under close inspection. Using portable X-ray fluorescence analyzers and other testing devices, they quickly confirmed what had seemed impossible. The gold was astonishingly pure. Some bars bore mint marks from vanished kingdoms, seals of civilizations long erased from history's records. These markings sparked immediate excitement among historians and economists alike, as the haul was proving to be not only monetarily staggering, but historically invaluable. Nearby, the crew carefully examined individual gold nuggets that dwarfed anything discovered in modern mining. These massive chunks gleamed with a rich luster, their surfaces etched with unfamiliar symbols and patterns that defied explanation. Geologists and historians pored over the engravings, their minds racing to decode their significance. The possibility that these markings held coded messages or served as identifiers for ancient tribes or secret orders sent ripples of intrigue through the team. The sheer volume of gold was staggering. Tens of thousands of ounces lay before them, glittering like a river of molten sunshine. Calculations placed the street value well over $50 million, a fortune that would not only set new industry records, but attract attention from governments, private collectors, and shadowy figures across the globe. Yet, amid the excitement, a sobering debate began to simmer. Some voices called for aggressive extraction to capitalize on the haul, while others urged caution, reminding everyone of the vault's profound historical significance and the need to preserve it. Parker found himself torn. This haul could cement his legacy forever, elevating him into the pantheon of legendary prospectors. But it also brought the threat of dangerous attention, fierce competition, and the potential desecration of a priceless cultural treasure. The pressure mounted, palpable as the weight of gold itself. Attention soon turned to the ancient relics nestled among the gold. The team carefully unpacked delicate artifacts, intricately crafted crosses resembling Templar symbols, tribal masks bearing bold geometric designs, and small tablets carved with cryptic runes. The craftsmanship was exquisite, suggesting a fusion of cultures and forgotten alliances that challenged conventional historical narratives. Each relic seemed to whisper secrets of a lost world, where cultures converged in ways previously unimagined. Radiocarbon dating and mineral analyses further deepened the mystery. Some relics predated the arrival of Europeans on these shores by centuries, forcing a radical re-evaluation of accepted theories regarding historical migration and contact. The implications were staggering, evidence of interactions or alliances that history had long ignored or erased. Among the artifacts, the crew discovered a fragile codex, its pages scorched and partially burned, yet still bearing legible script and cryptic illustrations. Scholars hypothesized it was a guide to hidden vaults worldwide, containing encoded spiritual knowledge lost to time. The codex hinted at a network of secret chambers, connected by myth and perhaps guarded by ancient watchers or guardians, sworn to protect their sanctity. The relics appeared to possess symbolic protective powers, resonating with old legends of sacred guardianship. Some crew members felt uneasy, convinced that disturbing the vault risked unleashing forces beyond mere superstition. A debate unfolded. Should the findings be revealed publicly, inviting scrutiny and exploitation, or kept secret to preserve the vault's sanctity and protect it from profane hands? As discussions raged, the crew's attention shifted to the vault's ancient defense systems. Explorations revealed a labyrinth of trap mechanisms carefully engineered to deter tomb robbers. Pressure plates hidden beneath the rubble, poison dart dispensers cleverly concealed in the walls, and sections of collapsing stonework all demonstrated a level of sophistication remarkable for the era. Tension spiked when Parker's sharp instincts narrowly saved the crew from a spiked trap. A subtle disturbance underfoot triggered a barely audible click. Parker's quick reflexes spotted the telltale glint of steel spikes emerging from the floor just in time. The near disaster underscored the urgency to meticulously map and disarm these hazards before further exploration could continue safely. Modern technology combined with ancient engineering to navigate this deadly maze. Ground-penetrating radar scanned for hidden traps, thermal imaging detected unusual heat signatures, and mechanical experts worked carefully to disarm devices without triggering catastrophic failures. The vault's creators had anticipated desperate looters, crafting defenses that melded psychological deterrence with brutal physical punishment. The complexity suggested not only technical genius, but a deep understanding of human nature, fear, greed, and respect for the sacred. This was a fortress designed to protect more than treasure. It guarded a legacy, knowledge, and perhaps secrets meant never to be uncovered. Suddenly, the silence shattered when a triggered mechanism set off a chain reaction. A series of hidden stone slabs shifted, cutting off the crew's exit path as dust and debris rained down. Panic surged, but practiced coordination kept them moving swiftly to evade falling stones and collapsing tunnels. The trap's deadly design reinforced the vault's perilous nature and reminded everyone that this was no ordinary mining expedition. It was a battle against time, history, and unseen guardians. Escaping to safer ground, the crew regrouped, their faces pale but resolute. Each step forward demanded respect for the vault's deadly legacy and the mysteries still waiting to be unearthed. The golden relics were only the surface. Beneath lay secrets far more dangerous and profound. With every test, every discovery, the stakes grew higher. The haul promised fortune beyond imagination, but the price of uncovering the vault's full truth was still unknown. Parker's resolve hardened as he prepared to push deeper, knowing that the greatest dangers and the greatest rewards were still ahead. As the dust settled, Parker's hands trembled slightly as he carefully unfolded a fragile, ancient parchment, edges frayed and discolored by centuries. The map was unlike anything they had encountered before, an undeciphered blend of faded ink, cryptic symbols, and intricate geometric patterns hinting at something far deeper, a vault within a vault, hidden beyond the chambers they had already uncovered. The idea of another secret sanctuary, sealed tighter and hidden more cleverly, sent a thrill rippling through the team. Experts quickly gathered around the parchment, poring over its markings with a mixture of awe and puzzlement. Linguists struggled to identify the mix of old languages and glyphs, which appeared to be a deliberate amalgamation. A code perhaps meant to guard the map's secrets from all but the initiated. Some patterns resembled star constellations, others aligned eerily with known ley lines, those mystical energy pathways said to crisscross the earth, possibly guiding ancient peoples to sacred sites. The map seemed to serve not just as a guide to hidden treasure, but as a key to unlocking a network of secret vaults scattered across the globe, connected by myths and shadows. The discovery ignited a fierce debate within the camp. Should they press forward, navigating dangerous, unexplored tunnels in pursuit of deeper secrets, or should they consolidate what they had, securing the current haul and preserving the site for future archaeological study? The risks were immense. Narrow, unstable passages, unknown traps, and the very real danger of getting lost or trapped underground. Yet the pull of history and the promise of unparalleled discovery proved nearly irresistible. Parker's obsession grew, fueled by visions of uncovering treasures that could rewrite global history. He saw himself not merely as a prospector, but as a pioneer on the edge of the impossible. The lines between ambition and madness blurred as he mapped out plans for a high-risk expedition to delve into the vault's hidden depths. Preparations began swiftly. The team assembled specialized equipment, reinforced harnesses, portable oxygen supplies, compact ground-penetrating devices, and emergency communication tools. Only a small, trusted group would descend, veterans with nerves of steel and the skill to navigate the vault's deadly complexities. Safety protocols dominated tense planning sessions, where every detail was scrutinized to avoid past mistakes and potential catastrophes. The descent into the vault's depths was a plunge into oppressive darkness. Narrow shafts forced the team to move single file, their flashlights piercing through thick shadows. The sound of water dripping echoed hauntingly, each drop a reminder of the vault's age and fragile state. The air was thick, heavy with dust and the scent of ancient stone. Walls bore warnings, etched in cryptic glyphs, symbols that chilled the spine and hinted at the fate of those who had ventured too far before. The tension among the crew mounted with every step. The narrow tunnels seemed to close in, amplifying claustrophobia and fear. The constant creak of shifting stones warned of unstable passageways, threatening collapse with the slightest